We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
First carry here for Kyren Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll go again here with Williams. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's clear, Mike, this defense is really locked in. They have a clear beat on what this run game plan is. Back-to-back stops for no gain brings up 3rd long.
It is 3rd and 10. Stafford now. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
27-yard line.
But I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
One to the end zone, but incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
On the ground, it's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
We'll try and throw. Here's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. For the return, here comes Corum, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
2nd down, it's Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Again, it's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Smith. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 20.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
He'll try the right side with Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. A loss of 2.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Off play action. It's Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, L.A.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. The motion man is Nacua. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, L.A.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Makes the score Rams 7, Bears 3.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Throw it again. It's Williams. That's a short one caught by Lovely. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
2. Moore going in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
It's a turnover.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Play action now for Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good for a Rams.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Rams first down.
34-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down by Dominic Robinson. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2nd down and 8. The shotgun snap to Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Tremaine Evans on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion is Smith. It's another run here for Williams. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
14 yards.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Makes the score Rams 14, Bears 3.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And the Bears first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
That one complete to Moore. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That
is going to be hauled in. He's got it. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 14, Bears 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12. The shotgun, it's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The motion man is Nacua. He gets this complete, finding Adams. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
First down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Caught by Nacua on the out route. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's 3rd down.
You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Parkinson in motion. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play after being backed up. 33 yards.
First and 10.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The tackle by Troy Reeder. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 12-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They will run it over center with Swift. And he will get into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They put Adams in motion. They run over center with Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
That's out wide to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. A give, and here comes Williams. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Rams 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he won't get away. Good open field. tackle there to get him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
Finds Nacua on the slant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, Stafford. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That was incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got momentum. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd and 6.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in.
Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Rams offense ready for this next possession. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. The catch made by Nacua. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
A gain there
yards.
of 16 yards. 1st down, L.A.
A gain of
2nd and
16
short.
yards.
Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground, has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second down, 8 yards to go. Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nacua.
Complete to Puka Nacua. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Third down and 3. Here's Stafford. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams move out in front, 20-17.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll put Loveland in motion. Off play action. Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
On third down, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, He ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burden. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams. Another one there for Burden. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
14 more yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's a short one caught by Loveland. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw it again. It's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears have taken a 4-point advantage.
Rams 20.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Parkinson in motion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Short throw pulled in by Parkinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This one is caught right side by Zaccheaus.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. First down, it's Swift. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. The rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
They'll run with Swift. This time they're ready for it. Ring to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him.
And he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
Bears 31, Rams 20.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Tyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford to the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and 7. Throwing again is Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
Rams 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
The 17-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Open man, that's Adams.
Complete to number 17, Devontae Adams. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. They put Adams in motion. Stafford now on 3rd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Blake Corum. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Man in motion is Smith. They're going to try to run it in. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This fielded at about the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. A run here with Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
For a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
A play fake. Now Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Xavier Smith, deep to return. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it's come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Corum. This is going to be a Rams 1st down. As they'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
10 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down.
Remember this one thing.
Gain of 10.
It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
This one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
13 more yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st
A
down.
gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
2nd and 10. Parkinson in motion. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Kobe Parkinson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, it's Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's now.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Here's Swift. Comes to the 25. Accelerating toward midfield. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 86 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to extend the lead.
Rams 26.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Now Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Gain of 19 yards.
They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard
Finding yourself
line.
down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That's 19 yards for the second straight play. They are rolling. Another first down.
A gain of 19
And nothing
yards.
matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Stafford down on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Wells, another catch for his favorite target. And he takes it down to the 15-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 14 yards.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first
Gain
down.
of 14. First down, Rams.
Stafford gonna give it to Cora. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
14-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll stay on the ground with Corum. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Bears first down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. 4th quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And he's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs. And
the blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A first down throw for Stafford. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll get about 5.
The ball carrier. He's across midfield with a 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll set up the screen here to Corey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
The motion man is Nacua. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Rams.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. He'll look middle and get this one to Parkinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Parkinson in motion. To the air again. Stafford. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Throwing again is Stafford. And he will score! Game on! Puka Nacua! Touchdown, Los Angeles. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
36.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. They'll put Loveland in motion. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
That's good for a Bears.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And despite a nice juke, we're going to get a yard to show me. Second down.
26-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
3rd down and 9 yards.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Loveland open right side. He's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Chicago.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Bears
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
On second down, it's Williams. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Brings up third
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and got a fresh set of downs.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Catch and made, it's Burden. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And this one blown up. Good surge and drop them. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A 4-yard loss on the
A loss
play.
was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Throwing on second down, Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try and run for it, and he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Now it's second and 1. Running forward is Cora. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he'll get this up to the 20.
A 7-yard gain.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Short throw pulled in by Parkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Cora. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Rams first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
Well, a big roll of the dice here, Mike, and not only does it pan out for a first down, but they pick up a whole lot more with that big gain.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's pulled in on the left by Nacua. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nacua. Complete. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.